I just was going to talk about a couple things today, just a couple generic things overall, and then Paul said if we had a little time, I'll be happy to throw it out for questions. And fortunately, right now, I don't think we have too many controversies going on. No real controversy at the quarterback position or anything else, but I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have specifically about the team or the program, and try to be of some help there. The one thing I did want to cover before I talk about our season a little bit is just talk about some observations that I've had. And I preface my remarks. I taught school for a couple years after I got out of college. I spent 1 year as a grad assistant at the University of Pittsburgh, and then was fortunate to come here in 1981 under Coach Fry's leadership, and had 9 great years of my career, 9 of the best years, most enjoyable years I've ever had. We're in Iowa City, and that really is what made it very easy for us to return. And I say us, it was a family decision to come back here 11 years ago. And again, it was a no-brainer just because of the experience that Mary and I had and some of our older kids had during the 80s. So that part was very, very easy. But my point is this, really, I told a kid on the phone, I was talking to a recruit last night who was working on an English project, and just happened to be on Lord of the Flies, a book that I taught when I was a teacher. And I told the kid, I said, I used to be functionally literate. That was 30 years ago. When you get out of teaching, things kind of deteriorate, especially when you become a coach. So, there's not a lot I know about many things, but, my deal, I guess, is just watching what teams do. And I think probably most of you would agree there are a lot of parallels between successful teams, businesses, and any organizations, families, any groups, I think, that do things that are significant and try to accomplish something. And just in brief, I think there are 3 things, really 3 key elements that we had focused on when we came in here as a staff 11 plus years ago. The first thing, obviously, you have to have a plan. To get anywhere, you need to have some type of vision. You have to have a dream, however you want to phrase it, but you have to have an idea of what it is you're going to try to accomplish. And I think once you get that decided, basically your plan serves as a map. And it's hard to get anywhere without a map. And plans are, one thing I've learned, I don't think there's an exactly perfect plan. Plans are reevaluated. Certainly we do, we reevaluate everything that we do in our program on an annual basis, if not more often than that. And, at the end of the day, I don't think plans are magical, but certainly you have to have a plan. And just in generic terms, when we got here 11 years ago and things haven't changed, our whole premise was to recruit good people and then try to develop them. And recruiting is always a challenge, I think, in any organization, trying to evaluate people and really figure out if they'll fit into what it is you're doing. And, certainly that's a big part of what we do. And then certainly the development part, I think, is every bit more important. And, that's first thing. Second thing is the place that you're at. And I've always felt like that was the least important element, or, the thing that you're looking at. A lot of times you can't change your place. Certainly for us, if we go out and recruit young people or staff members, that want to go skiing every weekend or want to go to the beach or want to enjoy great weather during the winter months, we're not going to have much success with those kinds of people. And, we move on. But I think at the end of the day, whatever your environment may be, whatever your conditions are, it's just a matter of trying to create an environment internally that's going to promote success. And I believe you can do that anywhere. I don't think you have to be in a tropical destination by any stretch. And then certainly the most important element of any, I think, successful organization are having the right people. And that gets back to the recruiting part of it, the development part. And I think when we look at people, whether it's prospective players, student athletes, staff members, coaches, what have you, it all to me starts with the attitude. And I think, if I can pinpoint one thing that's been the most significant determining factor, I think, of any good accomplishment, any of our teams, the attitude's driven the team. And the people on that team, the attitudes that they bring to work every day, that's really what the driving force is.